Hello, friends. It's just me today. Ebony went to another state to visit some family for the holidays, and I won't begrudge her or hold it against her a lot. Just I'll do that off camera. I'll do that all off camera. But it's going to be just me today for the finale, and a couple of special friends that I think maybe one or two of you might know from other stuff. One of them has like a little mustache going on the lip. Maybe one day he'll grow in the beard. And then we have another special friend. He's got some asymmetrical blue nipples that are fantastic that we got to see yesterday. And a super special guest that I'm gonna let kind of just be a surprise when they come in. So here we go. We have Brother Dan from Way of the Leaf. Oh my God, his brother Dan.
Wait, what?
He's so pretty. Look at him and his umbrellas. And also, Ryan. Oh my God, it's Ryan.
That's me. Hey, ladies and germs, boys and girls, humans of all spectrums.
I love your hoodie. Is that like a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a Godzilla or something? Like what is?
No, yeah. No, hey, I'm representing. We watched Jurassic Park last night. I fell asleep to it, so I feel bad. So I need to represent. I love dinosaurs, but then I fucking fell asleep to the movie. I'm sorry. Can we cuss?
Yeah. Well, you said we. So is that this other person? Oh my God, it's
Kevin. Yes.
Hello. Yes, that was
him.
She's a 10, but she's in love with a 4.
Oh.
She's in love with somebody else other than you?
Ryan, you're 4?
Don't talk about my friend like
that was weird seeing two of you in the
Yeah, I had to fix that. That was the Matrix.
It's a wild gnomon garden and a crystal. What's up?
Garden. Hello.
So yes, no Ebony today. Sorry. It's mainly because Brother Dan forgot her name last week.
That was me.
No. Oh, was that Ryan? Oh, it was my bad. It was Ryan.
Yeah, it was Ryan.
My brain is a little fuzzy. It's been a long day, and it was hot.
Come on, Tim. I mean, Tom.
You're hilarious.
I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you. That's Uncle Iroh. He's my favorite from Avatar. Next to Appa and Momo. Oh wait, Momo. He's over here.
Momo.
Super excited for that show too. Did
you like Jar Jar Binks until like everyone hated him, and then you're like, okay, I can't admit I love Jar Jar.
Hold on, are you equating Uncle Iroh to Jar Jar Binks?
No, I'm equating Momo and Appa. His favorite characters are like nonverbal, cute things.
Yeah, I like Jar. Like Jar Jar's okay. The thing that everyone doesn't realize about Star Wars is that George Lucas made it for children. So like Jar Jar Binks was great for kids.
Yeah. Misa say yes, you're right.
Yeah, I think Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't understand why he did that so many times, but
Freddie Prinze Jr., who voiced one of the awesome Jedi, whose name is Caleb Doom on Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon, talked about when he would talk to Dave Filoni and George Lucas, and he said everyone had these problems with all these characters, and it's because all these neckbeards don't realize that Star Wars was made for kids. He's like, you were a kid when you saw it in the 70s, and then when he made those movies in the early 2000s, those were made for new kids. And everyone got upset about Jar Jar, but I thought
and people hated Yoda.
Wait, are you saying Princess Leia in the bikini in chains was made for children?
Yeah.
Also, but if you remember, like most 80s movies, they were pretty inappropriate. Like,
yeah, they totally were.
On the whole.
So, wait, is it like Annie Hall PG?
Like,
yeah.
What?
I mean, Star Wars is problematic for a lot of reasons, but yeah, it was made for young boys between the ages of like 12 and 20. Like, there's two women that have speaking roles in all of Star Wars. One is Princess Leia, and the other one is Mon Mothma, and she says like 8 words.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Aunt May also says,
Oh, and Peru. And
"Oh,
Peru. Sorry.
Owen,
Also three.
Owen,
There's
all
three.
his friends have gone."
And Peru. I forgot about Aunt Peru.
Oh, and Peru, yeah.
Are you sure? Was the bartender at Han Solo's shootout bar? Was that a female alien?
Nope, that was the big gruff guy with the like slanted face. That was like, we don't.
God
serve
damn it!
that
I
here.
never realized how
There was a
there's
female
no women.
singer at the cantina.
Yes, you're right about that.
That was the remastered version. But yes,
Oh,
the original
dude.
theatrical version. There were three. Now I remember Aunt Peru.
Tom, did you have Star Wars action figures?
I have Star Wars action figures behind me right now.
I mean, did you that you
There's
play
Yoda.
with? Not that shit. Not shit that just stands in a box. Like, did you play with them?
Yeah, no, I had Jedi and
And they had the little lightsaber thing that the little lever that went. Shoo.
yes, the one that came in the head that looked like Darth Vader.
No, I'm saying the little lever on the arm that you would.
Yeah,
move
no,
the
I'm saying all
lever.
the little 3.5-inch Star Wars figures that came out in like the 80s. They
Mhm.
came in like a Darth Vader head.
So here's I received for Christmas a package that had on it literally the words "Revenge of the Jedi," and it was a Star Wars action figure named after what I learned later was the original name of the movie. But then the fans got pissed because Jedis don't apparently get revenge. That's like beneath them, so they made
turn the other cheek.
I'm not sure if it was the fans got pissed, it was an accidental printing, or George Lucas was the one that changed it because Jedi don't get things. Because like it's not like in the 19 what was it when Return of the Jedi came out? What was it, like 1980 something, 1984? It's not like, people were posting on Twitter that they were so mad about it.
Right.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Like how
word of mouth.
Yeah, that's funny. Maybe they market tested it. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. But then I remember having this moment where I was like, "Oh man, I bet this is going to be worth something." And then I ripped the package open and played with it.
I had an X-wing fighter. I had Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. I would fight them all the time.
That's apropos.
I had Boba Fett. And Boba Fett had like a little thing that would launch. Like
just shoot out of his thing. Yeah.
What about you, Kay? Did you like Star Wars when you were a kid, or is that something that you?
I can only vaguely remember these toys because my favorite cousin had like some of them and definitely was precious about them and loved them dearly.
He's probably rich now. Yeah, he's probably selling that shit.
He's not bad off, but I don't think it's because of his Star Wars toys. In fact, he might even still have them. But my thing was more like I had Barbie and He-Man with the chest that was really cool that crumpled in when you pressed the right button. Right?
Yes.
That was before like his torso would spin around. And I couldn't figure it out for like the longest time. First, my best friend Casey had it, and that was like the coolest thing ever. And so, anyways, that was my big.
That's awesome. Did you see the new She-Ra cartoon on Netflix?
No.
You should check it out. She-Ra, that's like He-Man's.
It's like He-Man's sister.
Yeah. So
I know She-Ra very well. I always played She-Ra.
Well, they released a new series on Netflix, and it's fantastic. You should check it out.
Well, there was Evil Lynn. Remember Evil Lynn? Like her name was 2 words, Evil Lynn. As if you didn't know because she was kind of yellowish that she was not jaundiced. He was actually evil.
Yeah.
It had to be more specific.
And Evil Lynn and She-Ra always battled each other.
Fair enough.
Like,
Speaking of other TV shows, we're going to watch Last of Us, the finale.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're here for.
Oh, I thought we were talking collector items.
So I know you guys knew about the show earlier, but I was talking to Kay, and Kay said that she wasn't aware of pretty much of the premise of the show or anything before she started watching it. In preparation to do this with us. So what are your feelings overall, like on the show? Pedro, Bella Ramsey.
Oh, I was pleasantly surprised, honestly. Pleasantly surprised by the entire thing. I thought it was really well done. They took their time developing characters. They took their time with breaking things down and giving the history of these people. And I got really attached to them, and my heart was pounding when I was watching like the last couple of episodes. I mean, but even through the entire thing, like you grow very attached to them very quickly. And I think they just did a really excellent job of, I don't even know who these people are, what they're, who they were beforehand, as this was my first time seeing them, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It was,
and obviously, I'm guessing since you didn't know about it before, obviously you didn't play the game or aware of the game at all. Okay.
No, not at all. Nothing.
No, it's cool though. It's an interesting perspective to come into this show without having any kind of preconceived notions about what it is. That's cool.
It's
I
fun.
like that.
Tom, I had the benefit of watching the show, most of the episodes with my son, who played the game, I think twice. It's one of his favorite games.
It's a great game.
And so he fed me all kinds of information. I said, text me some of the stuff. So I have some notes here that he texted me regarding the video game. And there's quite a few things in this episode to kind of touch on.
Okay.
The first, I'll just jump on the first real fast. So this episode is called Look for the Light.
Yes.
The first episode of the season was called You're Lost in the Darkness. And when we put those together, those are the slogan of the Fireflies, which is when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
I did not put that together.
Guys.
I noticed that. I want to. We have to mention that to Beth, because Beth Doman is a huge fan of this show and the game, and I wonder if she picked up on that. If she didn't, she would love to hear it because it's a really cool little tidbit.
Yeah.
So the person probably behind that was one of the writers on the show was actually also the original writer on the game. So. I'm sure he had a hand in doing that. I forgot his name, but we're gonna get ready to watch it soon. So if anyone wants to get ready to queue up the episode, go ahead. I'll give you another couple minutes while we chit chat before we do.
I would say that this season was very fun. I think it was really well written. I liked callbacks that they did. I liked the non-linear way that the story was told. I liked a lot of things that were done, and apparently, while there were some additions and whatnot, it was pretty true to the video game. The mall scene, for instance, was a DLC.
Yep.
That you could buy.
Oh, cool.
And it was almost shot for shot on like the exact same thing. They changed some stuff that just wouldn't have played well in a TV format, but for the most part, it was almost shot for shot the entirety of that DLC.
Mm-hmm.
And the DLC actually won a BAFTA. Like the video game won a BAFTA.
Oh wow!
Just for story writing by itself.
Holy crap! Okay, I loved just the episode with the two lovers.
Frank
episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way they spent so much time dedicated to that specific story was powerful and brave and.
Yeah.
Astounding to me. Props to them, for taking the time to do that.
What was your favorite
and
episode,
the actors?
Tom? Oh, I'm sorry.
They were incredible.
Favorite episode is tough. Because it's hard for me to pick a favorite anything in pretty much anything because it's like, how do I feel right now? Do I want something happy? Do I want something actiony? Do I want some, but I think the episode 3, the one with Nick Offerman and Bill and Frank, Nick Offerman and something Murray, I can't remember that actor's name. They, their episode, while being like, it was romantic, it was like a thriller, it was scary, had a lot of action. It also had a bunch of comedy and story building, and I just love Nick Offerman like so much. I love Pedro Pascal, but Nick Offerman, especially after seeing him in this show and like having watched like Parks and Rec when he was like, Ron Swanson. And
Yeah, what an amazing casting. I could never
know.
picture him like in such a heavy role.
That's what I'm saying. Like his swing
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah. That was remarkable.
I'm saying,
it-
Crystal, that's how I am too. It just depends on how I feel in the moment.
And what's interesting is that episode is really the slowest. It is the one that is the most character driven and not like it doesn't progress the story very much. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, at the end they get all their loot. I mean,
No.
but wow, what a
Oh
way
yeah,
for
the
them to
pacing.
do
Yeah,
it.
there's these moments of intensity where like the camp got invaded. They're out there like just shooting it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you get to see all his like
it's
Rube Goldberg
post-apocalyptic
machines
love.
that he had. Yeah. I mean the
Yeah.
love between those two. So there
They're like, I
speaking of-
saved him.
Yep.
It was
Speaking of the
palpable.
difference
It was
between the game
incredible.
though and that, I don't know, Brother Dan, if your son told you about like the difference there.
Yeah.
One, just to get this out of the way, in the game, Frank and Bill were also gay. Like, a lot of people like to say that they shoehorned that in for whatever. No, they were gay in the game. You just didn't pick up on that because that's, if you don't think so, you just didn't pick up on that because that's not your bag, but that's fine.
Oh, you mean the DLC doesn't have you guys like hanging out making dinner together?
No. Picking wine. That's a
at
mini
this
game. You have to
wine.
pair wine with a certain dish.
Oh my gosh.
No, they actually break up, and then like at one point in the game, you find Frank's body. That's not Nick Offerman, the other guy. You find his body, and he had gotten bit, and he killed himself before he could do that. And Bill, which is Nick Offerman's character, is just like an angry, broody kind of guy in the game. He
I
doesn't
thought it was
really.
Frank.
I'm not surprised if I'm reversing it. My Lizdexia does that all the time, so it's fine. Nick, that's why I juxtaposition it with Nick Offerman's character, just to make sure you know who I'm talking
Right. If I was Bill, I tell you, I would instantly go full gay. This guy had his own city. He's serving rabbit and wine. He's got a piano. He plays well. I would go 100 gay. If I could just stay
Right?
in this city with this guy, yeah. I mean, shit. It's
100
either that or you're fighting off zombies. Shit.
The interesting thing with
I
his
agree.
character
Okay.
in this was that like he obviously has been like we don't know if he was like if Nick Offerman Bill, right? Yeah, Bill's character was out prior to the apocalypse happening, but they have the kind of little jokingly tropey type of stereotypical gay things, where like, the type of music that he listened to, the fact that he was, also a really good cook and he kept things clean and da-da-da. So like, he wasn't like a man's gruff man, hunting flannel shirts, who cares about anything. He also had this softer side to him. And then when Frank
And loved Linda Ronstadt.
Linda Ronstadt. Yeah. That's, I mean, like, come on. But like,
Are you
who doesn't?
freaking kidding me? No, I know, right? Like, there's something in this whole show for everyone, and I just love that too.
Yes.
I just liked seeing him become comfortable with Frank in that moment, because we don't know if he was out prior to that. So like the fact that he felt safe enough to show himself to Frank in the moment when they were playing the piano was just fantastic.
Yeah, indeed.
I think
It was a powerful moment. Anyways, you have already dissected that episode.
Yes. We're on the finale now. We're going to do the finale. So I think we gave everyone enough time for people who haven't been before. I'm going to press play and on the episode and on my little timer over here at the same time, so you can follow along. We're not going to be skipping the recap, and if you get a commercial, just catch up. And follow along. This is a rewatch, so hopefully you've seen it before. All right, I'm going to get ready to queue up both of these.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah.
One more thing. There are a couple visions of giraffes throughout this episode that I thought were important, because I personally don't totally care for giraffes.
No, giraffes aren't real.
The fact that you picked up on it though is a thing.
Rare.
The giraffes are it's like a nod to the game. The giraffes are a thing from the game. So the fact that they mentioned them and had them a little bit in the in the
more
episodes,
sense.
the last 2 episodes, was just kind of like a nod to those who have played the game. Like, oh, if you remember that thing from the game, giraffes.
Okay, that makes maybe more sense.
All right, I'm going to get ready to press play.
Yeah,
So let me do this countdown real quick. All right.
I think
5,
I'm still good.
4,
Here we go. Yep, here we go.
3, 2, 1, play. All right, go ahead, Ryan. What's up?
No, I think that
Every time I see that HBO thing, I instantly think of the Sopranos theme song.
Yeah, I know, for real.
Get yourself
nudity, huh?
He used to hang out at a bar that my dad used to work at before he was famous. He lived in New York. He was a New York actor. And his nickname was Jimmy the Actor, is what they used to call him.
Yeah,
Hey, Jimmy the Actor. Hey, Hollywood Jim.
Yeah. So we have Ashley Johnson here. For those who don't remember her from Matilda,
She's incredible.
I love her so much. She's also on Dimension 20, Critical Role, and she does a voice on Vox Machina. I don't remember what her character is though.
Tom, she is also the voice of Ellie in the series.
Yes, in the original video game.
Mm-hmm.
I did hear that.
And looks incredibly like that little girl actress.
Yeah, well, they
really does.
I thought at first I thought, oh, did they just age Ellie? And she's pregnant?
I mean, they look like they could be sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I guess all mother
really
and daughter,
do.
but she's
or mother and daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Clones.
So apparently,
her
sense, right? Role was not in the video game, but was a planned DLC that never got panned out.
Aaron, we got to check. I got to check now to see if their spots are irregular and jagged on the edge.
Aaron, giraffes aren't real. Stop
when we go
into the
whenever we go to the animal kingdom and you drive through the area where the giraffes are, they point out that those are Maasai giraffe because their spots are jagged along the edges.
Oh, I was thinking like, well, there's a stuffed giraffe that I saw. And there's real giraffes.
I have to see. I have to pay attention now because.
So having her wear this bright yellow dress is perfect because the scene is so dark.
Yeah,
it's so dark.
Yeah.
Every place has wallpaper, by the way.
So, Kay, as the only person capable of childbearing and someone who has born a child before, what do you think about literally giving birth in labor whilst fighting a zombie?
I can't possibly fucking imagine. Is all I can say.
She's gotta be.
I'm just horrified. Like my palms are sweating, my pits are sweating all over again. I think I have underboob. It's just
zombie killing seems to be more efficient than Lamaze. She did not even realize she gave birth till the baby cried, and she's like, "Oh, that's right."
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That's
just kill a zombie, and you just forget about the point.
A new tactic.
Yeah, man, I could. Yeah, whew. She's got and she's
all right. That baby looks pretty real. Is that a real baby?
It looks like a real baby.
All right. So how do you get away with this? That baby's crying.
Because it's not actually a new.
I doubt the baby's actually
This is like
crying.
a 3-month-old or something.
No, it's gonna start screaming at her right now.
I'm sure they have some recordings.
I think that's a claymation baby.
It's a claymation baby.
No.
I love when they do supposedly
that's like a
newborn.
3-month-old.
Yeah, that's
well,
what
no, hold on. That's like a 2-day-old.
No, that's a really young baby.
It is a really young baby. You're right.
3-month-olds, but
I'm gonna trust Kay Sadai's opinion on how old the baby is, right?
No, I think they might be right. That baby does look a little more bashed up than I expected, but it might just be one of those looking babies. And we all know not all babies are cute.
She's cute.
So maybe this one held on to some eye swollenness.
Some babies are older than others.
I wonder if so I love when you see the and we're not going to skip the intro either. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Zombies, the new epidural. Yeah, Noman Garden. That's totally how this is going to work now.
Yeah, no, it's called distraction therapy. It's like tapping when you're getting injections. Not that I would know. I would not know.
Yeah, I love when they try to sneak in like year-old babies as newborns when they do like TV shows and movies and stuff. Sometimes I always just laugh when I see that.
I just think, I mean, like, that's got to be pretty crazy. You got to like put makeup on that thing. Like, they're going through a lot just to make us happy.
I don't totally agree with parents that choose to put their children
To just
situations.
Yeah.
There's like lighting and like hours.
Well, maybe there's like a Hollywood baby orphanage. They just go
Send that kid to college. Fine. Marlene, by the way, the same actress is
All in the name
in
of
both
art.
the video game and the TV show.
Ashley, wait, who? Oh, Marlene. Yes, she's the voice actress of Marlene in the game, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't the baby from Nirvana's Nevermind album cover sue the remaining members of Nirvana?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
that baby's gonna get its comeuppance.
I mean, for movies and stuff, babies like that as long as they're not being like hurt or like they're not sick or whatever, because like they're not going to really remember anything. But like children, when they should be like having normal experiences with other children in school and stuff, I don't know, it's a little that's where I'm a little iffy on being a child actor.
Okay, so you're down with the babies, but once they get
how's the baby gonna do on the way home? Lay around and go,
I feel like early childhood development's really important here. Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta go out.
Oh man, this baby! There's so much crying with this baby. I think this baby's gonna get like $1 million per cry.
This
like,
baby
when it's older, when it sues the executives. All right, this woman's mouth is amazing. She's got the biggest mouth. She has the lips that I used to get when I buy those like fake like wax lips.
Oh no!
Walk around with them.
I think her name is Meryl.
She's amazing. She's got the most crazy looking face.
It's like Merle or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Does she smile this whole show?
No, never. Brother Zachariah,
what's up, B? BZ. See, yellow dress.
Actually, I think my kid's bringing me a computer I can watch on. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Awesome.
We'll put him backstage
so
for a
this
minute.
is super intense, and I am in this one at this point, honestly, and it was super traumatic. Both times I watched it. The first time, Ryan did fall asleep. I'm done.
I did. I was like, oh man, babies.
I gotta get out of this.
Yeah.
Oh, look who it is.
What's up?
Loyal's library has appeared. There's a library I'd like to spend some time in. She's so like in this scene, she's so like matter of fact and like decided on everything that she wants to do and she doesn't.
This is like mother's instinct.
Yeah, she doesn't waffle, nothing. She's just like.
She's like, this is what has to happen. I have a limited amount of time before I lose my fucking mind. These cordyceps take over everything.
Yep.
Do it. Take her. Go.
I also completely forgot that. So like, she mentions in a second that, they've known each other since they were in high school, I think she says. So like, I didn't realize that they had known each other prior to the, the apocalypse or the funganing or whatever you want to call it.
The funganing. The fungi overtaking.
Yeah. That guy, the guy that's laying on the floor in there is a real fun guy. Let me tell you.
He's a fun guy.
How many times have you said that joke during this rewatch?
That's the first time.
Okay.
That's the first time.
I'm like, hey, that car
is an original. Right. He only goes where it needs to go.
It's true. True story.
No. He's not a repeater.
Yeah. As we rewatch television shows.
Oh Jesus.
Oh God. She's like, I know she kind of quit acting after Matilda, but she's really good at acting. What's up?
So good. I don't know why.
She's so good. I mean, I guess she didn't like the life, I guess. I don't know.
What
I know she finished school.
In The Wheel of Time. She'd be pretty fucking amazing.
She would be a good Aes Sedai.
really
All right, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that was
There
a
it
little
was.
rough.
Mhm.
That was a little rough.
Yeah, tell me that baby's not traumatized for life. Come on.
But also like,
What they do to make it
Marlene?
cry?
That's yeah. But like Marlene, like just marched in there and just shot her. Like,
Yeah, that's all.
Oh yeah. Let's get off the baby. Yeah, Marlene is. This is sign of the times right here. That's gnarly.
it's just like, but also like everything that you know about her through the show and like the decisions that she makes at the end of this episode. Is she like a little bit of a sociopath? Like,
Well, how can you not be?
oh,
Yeah.
shit, are you
Which
talking
is-
about Nancy Johnson Loyal's library? I think she lives in New York. Like that's her like home address is in New York. I'm pretty sure. I
Okay,
never
so
ran
this
into her when I was there though.
his transformation
so
just
cute.
kills me.
Chef
Oh, yeah.
Boyardee, he looks so vulnerable all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, he's being like a dad with his daughter. So like he's like,
No,
like me, want to spend time with me. Like that's yeah.
Well, because also he can see right through her and knows that she was fully and completely traumatized by what happened last episode.
whatever just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
And
definitely
like,
doesn't want to talk
he-
about it.
I think just her, well, her acting is amazing, but like what she experienced and how he can sense it is just like bringing this out in him for sure.
So Nomen Garden Matilda was like an old school. It was a book, and it's like a kids movie. It's there's a lot of references and stuff to it if you don't know what it is. But Danny DeVito is in it. It's a really funny movie. She was the kid. She was Matilda. She played a kid in a really shitty school with like a horrible teacher, but she has like a little bit of magic to her too. It's like a whimsical movie, like a whimsical kids movie.
It
It's a
was
little
an
dark,
amazing book too.
Yeah. Ooh, I think we have another felt friend returning to us.
All right, I think I'm here.
Yay! You are here.
I got it here.
We're watching them walk
This
through
little
the.
actress. She's
You're at- we're at
Talking about
12.
guitar right now.
We're at 12:20. 12:25. 26.
12, 26, 27. Bella Ramsey, yeah, she's fantastic. She was also in Game of Thrones. She played Lyra.
Oh, is she the?
Why
Oh,
the
She was the
Mormont?
Bear Island girl. The
Or-
one that,
and did she?
Mormont.
She killed a giant, right?
I did not
The
realize.
Mormonts have always had a king of the north, and his name is Stark.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, she stole the show.
She did that. Everyone immediately fell in love with her in those episodes.
It's like there's a little kid, and it's like, oh yeah, that little
Oh.
kid can lead.
I forgot. So Bella, I just reminded myself. Bella Ramsey is a they them.
Ah,
Yes.
thank you.
I
I
forgot.
was curious about this because of how, honestly, they're obviously an incredible actor, regardless.
Yeah.
But it is palpable the scene between this person and the other little actor.
Her and Riley, yeah.
Storm Reed Riley is the character's name. Yeah. Well, welcome to the show, Daniel.
Hey,
We're watching Last of Us.
Facebook.
Yo.
Wait,
Well, just finishing up the finale of. Well, no, we're not finishing up. We're only like 20 minutes into it, barely 13 minutes into it. Yeah. Well, I guess you're new here. Yes. Or new to our YouTube stuff. Yeah. My name is Tom. I have been doing Dragonmount's YouTube stuff and video stuff for a little while. I'm usually joined by Ebony Adamanis, but she is not here tonight. We are the Dragonmount crew, but my guests this evening are the.
I was gonna pretend I was on Dragon Ball.
Well, that's okay.
I was gonna talk about the water cooler.
It's a lifelong
cooler.
dream.
No.
On one of the slopes of Dragon Mountain, on like a little outcropping, we have the water cooler.
Yeah, all non-bearded entities on the screen are a part of the Way of the Leaf. You can find us on the YouTube.
Yeah, I will post links in I'll post links in chat right now to go check out Way of the Leaf and K said I.
We're sexy. Seriously, we had our shirts off last time.
They did.
I love the red tarp lighting effect. It's really cool. Very simple but striking.
And this is such a video game kind of thing where it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, I can't get up there. God of War does it. I think Last of Us does it, where it's like, I need you to get that ladder. And so like you control the kid and the kid has to hop up and do the thing. I love that it's like, I can't reach. You got to go get it. It's such a video game like brought to life.
Yeah, like a little video game mechanic. They referenced it also in the first episode when they made Ellie not be able to swim. And Pedro Pascal's character Joel had to like move like a crate over that was floating so that she can climb onto it, and then he pushed her across the water for her.
Yeah, so good.
So this red tarp gives this impression of danger. This is kind of feeling intense, and then it's gonna
all right. So I think
greenery, loveliness.
Tell me when you get to the giraffes.
Okay,
we're at the giraffes right now.
Right now, that is a Maasai giraffe, because you could tell because their pattern is irregular and jagged, so it is a Maasai giraffe.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Jagged instead of like rounder spots, or
maybe
we are 16 minutes into the episode, so yeah, Ashley Johnson sadly has perished. But yeah, we were a little thirsty for Ashley. Love her.
Oh, was she the girlfriend?
Ashley was Ellie's mom.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh boy,
was she feeding a real giraffe?
No.
I don't know.
No, this is CGI.
That looks CG.
I don't know. Tom sees him like every other week outside his house.
Yeah, outside my house.
Sorry,
Let me tell you.
giraffes are like the most gigantic thing ever.
No,
everyone knows they just walk around New York City like elephants in India.
Giraffes aren't real.
Oh, Daniel, I love them too. That's why they're here with us.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel. Yes,
Daniel, my brother, you are younger than me.
Did Daniel look adorable in that picture though too?
Nice.
Yeah, he looks so happy.
I know.
So happy, Daniel. Yeah. I love that picture. Speaking
of subbing on YouTube, you should if you're feeling squirrely, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the alert bell for us as well.
Yeah, what are you doing, you suckers? Do it already if you haven't. That's on you.
Way of the Leaf, they are on Tuesdays. We do the first time reader show with another compatriot of ours, Josh, and his beanie, and occasionally his bare chest, which is lovely to look at.
We've joined forces.
First time they're on Crown of Swords right now. Both Ryan and Brother Dan have read the entirety of the series, and Kay and Josh. Josh is the regular first time reader. Kay will occasionally join us for funsies, but they are currently on Crown of Swords.
Ryan and Kay, do you think that this is this first season? Is this Ellie's story or is it Joel's?
Yes.
Right.
Well, I mean, so I'll go to those episode titles again. So we have When You're Lost in the Darkness. Joel was grim AF, right? He lost his daughter. Here we have the joy, as joyous a Joel that we've seen all season. And this episode is called Look for the Light. Mm-hmm. And so I wonder if this is Joel's story, I guess, or Ellie's.
That's a great question.
More Joel's story, but it is a good question. I just am gonna jump in and say I think it's more Joel's story than anybody else's. But that was my first instinct, anyways. But it does seem like it's very much like an evolution of both. Just a little bit later, do we get Ellie's like full?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah. Okay, honestly, like having paid attention to like character growth, watching these shows, like since we started like dissecting like the Wheel of Time show, like trying to pay attention to that stuff really more in depthly. Joel and Ellie's character arcs through this first season are some of the best I've ever seen. Like the Joel is a completely different Joel when we first see him, and then as soon as he meets Ellie, he turns into a different Joel, and then by this episode, he's almost back to
yes.
apocalypse.
Anything happening really? Yeah.
But Ellie, on the other side, she started as she was born in this world. You know, she was born after the apocalypse. She's supposed to be like 15 right now. And it's like 20. It's happened in 2000, so it's you know, she was born. Math is fun. 8 years into the
2011 or something. Or 2009.
Ellie and Joel kind of switched positions. Like Ellie is starting to become more rough and dark and drawn away from her feelings and stuff like that. And Joel is getting more back in touch with that. So it's interesting seeing them kind of change positions.
Totally. Well said.
I can't wait to talk about the ending.
I know.
Yeah, the ending and also when he talks about his daughter.
Full spoilers for Last of Us, both the video game and season 1. So don't worry about it. Go ahead and talk away.
Okay.
And I mean, I guess trigger warning too, because he is talking about self-harm now. So we will be addressing that, just so you know.
Yes.
But this is not part of the game. His failed attempt at ending his own life is not a part of the game. But I think it's
okay.
It's an interesting story addition to this. I would love to like talk to the writers to ask if like, because you know, like we mentioned before, the original writer for the game is also a writer on the show. So I wonder if maybe this is something that like he kind of intended, and then you know he was like, I have a chance now to kind of explore it a little bit more in the show and put it in the show. You know, I'm curious, especially because the show is definitely geared a little bit more for an older audience. So video game, yes, there's violence and stuff like that, but talking about self-harm is a little much for a video game.
Right. But it's not outside the realm. I mean, video games, I think, tell as much as or a more compelling story than most of the movies that we have right now. I think video games are really our culture's storytelling mechanism, as opposed to movies from like 80 years ago was. We're getting crazy good stories.
Yeah,
crazy good stories.
I mean, the video game story writing has been, I mean, like, when I was first introduced to Final Fantasy on Nintendo, like that was, and then someone was like, you know, there's books that are just like this, and I was like, what? They're not just like.
And you're like, and Final Fantasy, this must be the last one, right?
Yeah.
But video games themselves gross more than movies and music combined. Video games are not a niche anymore. It's not nerds. This is multi-billion-dollar corporations doing pushing limits and stuff. I mean, it's great. It's great.
Yeah. Yes, we're now watching. Sorry,
that's funny.
We're watching Last of Us. So we actually started doing this, watching the Wheel of Time, and when we were like, "Oh, we're going to be done with this until season 2," we decided to just keep going and watching other stuff since it was like a year and a half in between the 2 seasons.
Joel's kind of like a Tamal Thor figure, Daniel. He finds an orphan in the snow, takes her to Wyoming, to the 2 rivers.
And she has the ability to save the world.
Yeah.
So it's kind of very. And here we go.
I always thought that was a little excessive.
Yeah.
Flashbang him.
and then knock him out.
They got a lot. Yeah, they got a lot of gear if they're just tossing a flashbang to a man and a kid.
it did seem like an excessive waste of resources for two
They
little
could have just
people.
been. Psst, psst, oh, hey, turn around.
Like Jurassic Park, what are those ones that do the never mind.
Velociraptors.
Raptors.
Velociraptor.
Fun fact: the real dinosaur is called Deinonychus.
Oh, nice.
Velociraptors are actually like 18 inches tall. And they're like this big.
She's the last person I want to wake up from being unconscious.
So
Would you rather have a horse-sized Velociraptor or a Velociraptor-sized horse?
Yes.
Great callback, Dan.
That's funny, Daniel. That's pretty funny. The games got smarter than him, so they got too hard.
Well, I started playing it, and honestly, I don't like just sneaking games, and I thought this was a sneaking game. Like, I played like an hour or an hour and a half, and there was a lot of flashlight shit. There was a lot of like hiding, and I'm not into like games like that per se. I get bored, so I didn't finish. And my kid was like, "No, that was
just the
very
beginning."
Yeah, and I was like, "Well, you lost me."
That's exactly my story too. I never got past the sneaking parts.
Yeah,
those fast clicking things like freaked me out and always killed me. And I was like,
clickers, yeah.
Frustrated.
By the way, that's true to the video game as well.
Oh, very true.
You need 2 headshots to put them down.
Yeah, it was they put little nods to it, and it's a lot.
Well,
of
the
fun.
sound was almost identical. The sounds they made were really, really a callback to the game, I thought.
All right, so I guess here's the moral dilemma: Who is right here, Marlene or Joel?
I just like bravo.
This is the culmination of everything that's happening in this hotel. Awesome.
For those who haven't seen and are unaware of how Last of Us ends, what we're talking about specifically for Daniel, because he said he didn't watch it, but there's kind of a moral dilemma here because there's the child has the possibly maybe if they kill her and analyze her brain, they might be able to develop a cure for this disease, and Joel decides to not let them do that. So that's what Daniel was talking about there. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't think there is a right and wrong answer here because honestly, it's a maybe. I think if it was a sure thing, then yes, obviously they should probably develop a cure for this.
But ultimately, doesn't it come down to like her choice of what she wants to do?
Yes, if she got to make it,
deciding to like, devote that to a scientific possible.
Yeah,
that's a very good point, Kay. In fact, at the end, she's like, "This is what she would want," and it's like, "Well, you didn't ask her, dummy."
No, I do think.
Yeah, but we do see that she, like previously in the episode, we kind of see that she talks about like, hey, we got to finish this out. Like we got to finish what we started. So I felt like she is compelled to help, and he kind of robbed her of that. And anyways, well,
I totally agree.
Yeah, well, I don't think she planned on being a martyr. I think she planned on donating blood.
I think if they told her like, listen, we have to you're gonna die, she would be like, do it. I think she would do it.
Too.
Yeah, but they didn't ask her. So I mean, I guess there's that,
So yeah, so if you want to, so in the moment, I think Joel was right because they didn't actually tell her the truth, and she should have had the choice. If saying as if she would have made the choice to do it, and then Joel would have stopped it anyway, then I think he would have been. I don't want to say wrong, but yeah, I mean, I guess he would have been wrong. Yeah.
All right. I mean, this is controversial. A, don't ever shoot a man in the nuts. B,
I thought he hit him in the knee.
I thought he shot him in the knee too.
And it was total nut shot.
Oh, his balls. Wow.
All right, so I think Joel's completely wrong. That in terms of like what is moral, even if it's a 1% chance of working, saving the world, saving humanity is I think you morally have to take that risk. I think these people.
He himself just kills 10 people.
No, I'm saying, yeah, no. I think, and I understand. And Joel's like, he's saving his own humanity now. He needs her to feel human. He needs her to feel right. But
So you think this is almost like a little selfish?
oh, absolutely, fucking literally. I understand it, and I was crying when I watched it at first, but it's totally selfish.
Yeah.
They absolutely. It's weird that she has to die for them to study her, but yeah, like that's that.
They have to
Again, like even a 0.01% chance. Like she's had verifiable signs of some sort of immunity that no one has ever shown before to that date.
Okay. So on that note,
yeah.
Something that we talked about when we first watched this was that this show, and actually most stories, follows the storytelling trope of the hero's journey. You could find it in almost everything. And in the hero's journey, there's always a call to action and a teacher. So in the Wheel of Time, that's Moiraine. And in this show, it's kind of Joel. So you could probably ascribe it to multiple characters, including even Ellie herself, but Joel kind of fits the bill the most. So if Moiraine was in this position with Rand, where it's like, and she kind of was in the first book and in season 1, where it's like especially TV show Moiraine, I think I have to bring the Dragon Reborn to the Eye of the World, and then he's going to die there, but we win. She was okay with that. She was absolutely okay with that. But if you then told her it's a maybe and we don't know, do you think she still would have did it?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. No. Well,
question.
Okay, well,
I do think that Moraine's badass enough.
It's hard to compare these two because
one person, like, I'm going to kill 20 on the way to do this anyways. Like, I'm going to sacrifice the one for the possibility of the greater good of the world. I do feel like that's Moiraine, but I also think she's super ethical. Ooh, I'm torn.
It's not the ethical part. It's more like I want to be sure it's going to work.
Yeah.
I think Moiraine would be like, I want to be sure it's going to work before we do it.
Would Moiraine walk into a surgery operating room and just like put a bullet between the doctor's eyes to get Rand?
Yeah, she would kill anybody. She would kill everybody.
Oh yeah. But also, I think she would kill Rand if she had to.
Oh yeah, absolutely, she would.
Yeah, because that's the difference. She's a super soldier. She's a highly trained like assassin, a magical assassin. She seriously is like G.I. Joe with magic.
But she does have. She has the emotions and the ethics and the morality. But she understands. She is in the position where she understands that this has to happen in order for the world to survive. Not even the world, existence. So it's a similar thing here with Joel and Ellie, except the existence is just the human existence. So you can fight whether that's worth it all day. But
quick note my son gave me was one of the nurses at the very end here is played by Laura Bailey, and she plays a major character with her voice in The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But no spoilers to who that character is, but she's a major one.
That's interesting.
That is amazing. I got a little worried in this scene though, because the doctor that knows how to do freaking third eyes, and I was concerned that
she plays Abby in the game, by the way.
Oh.
I looked her up real quick. I don't know who Abby is because I didn't finish the game, so.
Major character.
She is, apparently.
All right, yeah. So this is the crux of it. Yes, you.
Here we go. Yeah.
Didn't give her a chance to decide.
Yeah. That's now like, is he right? Yes, but I don't. I think he's just using it as an excuse to rationalize it to himself, to make himself feel better that he did this.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't doom humanity, but he also had an obligation to try and save it if he, if it's even plausible. Yeah, like, I mean,
he rationalized it to himself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like these like in every regard, like I'm a firefly. Like in this world, I'm a firefly. Like hands down, I would definitely be fighting and be on the side of this crazy person. But yeah. But because I'd be trying to save humanity. But if I was Joel, I'd be doing Joel shit. I'd be doing exactly what he did.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so hard to say. He's been through so much.
And he kind of fought. He was like a mercenary. He was a hitman.
Yeah, Joel is shocking in his violence. He is killing people that are surrendering, and he doesn't necessarily need to kill.
Right.
But he's like, well, I don't want to deal with you. Boom.
Yeah.
It's a little shocking for our hero to be so cold-blooded, I suppose.
Yeah, I imagine humans are incredibly frightening to a gnome.
Our resident gnome.
Yeah, just like a Lilliputians to a Goliath. Wait, who was with the Lilliputians?
I don't remember.
Come on, Dan.
That was Gulliver.
Gulliver, yes, nice.
Like a lot of people think that this is obvious here, but do you think Bella completely knows what Joel did?
Bella! I'm sorry.
Oh shit! I fucking never thought of that. Her name is Bella.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious. I can't believe I never thought of that.
I had high five you did. Yeah, high fives.
That's fantastic. We need to make a clip. We need a clip for Bella, like with Way of the Leaf stuff on it, so that we can every time someone says it, we can give a promo, and it's fun.
Oh, show.
That's so great.
So Ellie is here.
Yes, Daniel, that is Pedro Pascal. He is the voice behind the Mandalorian.
Yeah, he's also the Red Viper. I love that we're seeing these people every episode. People that we care and love are dying.
Mistress Jovi has entered the tent.
Oh yeah. Every episode, someone we know to care about is dying, right?
Pretty much.
Which is pretty Game of Thronesy. I'm wondering if these two actors are just cursed themselves. If they're just we just got to be careful every time they're on the screen. Someone that you are beloved is just going to die by the end of the episode.
It does feel that way.
Pretty much.
It feels really accurate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's so like here's like I honestly I think she fully knows what he did, and she's trying to kind of lie to herself about it a little bit. And I think we're going to see that explored a lot more in season 2, where it's like, she's kind of either standoffish from Joel or just out and out hates him.
Yeah, he does not need to do this right now.
I think he knows her. He's known her for some time. I think he knows that if he doesn't kill her, she's coming after him and Ellie.
But this is the woman that raised Ellie, did protect her,
knew her mother, knows her history, like knows things.
But I guess was just raising her just so that they could get that shit from her brain.
But remember in the beginning, like she had to keep telling them, like, no, I'm still fine. I'm still fine. I'm still fine. In the very beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that person, what's her name again? The one that was
Marlene.
Yeah, I don't think she knew totally like the impact that had or whatever. Which I don't think they know what happened to her yet, from what I could tell.
Yeah. Well, when they kidnapped her, she was.
Yes.
What she was able to fight this thing off. You know what I mean?
Noman Garden pointed out she actually didn't raise Ellie. She dumped Ellie into Fedra essentially and left her there.
Oh, okay.
Because she didn't know about her immunity.
She only wanted her back, like knowing
when she found out about her immunity.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, these bites never seem to hurt. They just look down and go, "Oh no, I got bit."
Oh no, we lost a K.
Oh no, K just got bit.
There she
is.
Sorry, I just have to 1 second.
Yeah. I'll pull you back in when you come back.
But every time they get bit, no one says, "Ow, ow." No, don't. Ow.
Stop it.
No, they just look and go, oh.
Yeah, adrenaline
Oh,
really
no.
does kind of help you out there. I agree.
Ow. Ow. Let go with your teeth. Stop. Anyways. Everyone is just shocked after they're like, oh.
I like the conversation they're having now about like his daughter, and then he was like, I'm not saying you're not girly, and she's like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
this
this
is
is an
great.
interesting thing, though, too. So, this
Hey.
to me was a tiny bit creepy in that he started talking about his daughter. Oh yeah, we walked through here. You were like, but as far as him lying to her, and then him talking as if, like, it was like to me that she was his or the replacement that he needed. It again, entirely selfish of him.
He says it too in the beginning. I can't remember if it was the beginning of this episode or the end of the last episode. She asks, like what saved, or what was it that saved you? And he says it was a who. And like obviously he's implying that it's her.
Yeah,
so.
That didn't save me. I think it was his line.
Yeah, something.
Here it is. Here it is.
Yeah. So do you think? So I think here, honestly, she's feeling him out to see if he's going to lie to her.
Yeah, because she looks down for a long time and then says, "Okay," in an unconvincing
she's like, "Please don't lie to me. Please don't lie to me. Please don't lie to me.
Promise, pinky promise." And he's like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I did. No, we're cool. I ain't lying."
You could see on her face when he lies that she's disappointed.
I like that we did not see her kill Riley.
Yeah,
I like that it was the last thing we saw was tenderness and love.
Yeah, totally agree. This is the first time that she's opening up about this to anybody.
Yep.
Just keep swimming.
Oh, shit.
I don't think the zombies are smart enough to pull down the Palisades. Oh, okay. A K has returned. Yay!
Hey.
Hi.
Let's put the brothers together. Put you up here. AK.
So yeah, look at that face.
I like doing that. Sorry. All right. Yep. You can see her face right now. She's disappointed. She's angry. Okay. She's disappointed. She's sad. She knows, though. She absolutely knows.
So then why say, okay, what's that about her?
She wants to believe, I think, as much as he wants to believe that he did the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, they both need each other.
I think that broke her a little.
I agree with both of you. I think it could go either way.
Agree with Dan.
I think it could go either way. I think they left it ambiguous so that we would like that would be the question. Like, is she lying to her? Like, she obviously she knows just the way she's talking, but is she lying to herself where she kind of wants to believe it, or is she like, okay, I guess I can't trust you completely like I thought I could? In the same thing. Daniel, a lot of people are watching over on YouTube. That's where Noman Garden is, and Mistress Dovey and Crystal. And we have some watchers on Twitch as well, even though our Twitch account is brand spanky new and like a little baby Twitch account.
Hey, join and subscribe and like.
Make sure to go over to
Don't traumatize the baby, Tom.
go over to Dragon Mount over on YouTube and give us a like and a follow. That would be fantastic. And on Twitch as well, we are Dragon Mount com minus the dot. But yeah, so that was it. That was The Last of Us.
That was heart-wrenching. That was the most heart-wrenching series I've seen in a very long time, honestly. And having gone into it with no prior knowledge of this storyline, it was epic and, again, brave. And I loved that one episode, whichever one that was, where they just focused on the relationship
between the
two men. That was incredible. and I couldn't believe that they took such a risk like that. And especially, the actors. I didn't even realize that was Nick Offerman until you just said it. I've been trying to figure it out because they've changed so much. He doesn't even look like himself. To change yourself so much with your facial expressions to where you don't even look like the same actor.
He's amazing.
Feat.
But he still had his little giggle. That was my favorite part. Like, I don't want to say that's my favorite part of the episode, but I love that part in the episode. His giggle that he does when he laughs, like his Nick Offerman. I love it. I love it so much. It's so cute.
Well, my wife called it as soon as he spoke when he was watching the monitor, and she's like, "That's right, you fascist dick face." And Grace was like, "Is that Nick Offerman?"
Yes, it is. Real quick before we say goodbye and give a little pimping to Way of the Leaf, I want to give a special announcement. So we're not going to do a vote for our next TV show because there's only 7 weeks in between now and when season 2 of the Wheel of Time starts. So we picked our next TV show, and it is going to be Good Omens.
Oh, I love this show.
I love this show so much. So I guess Kay's coming back for an episode. I hope, maybe.
Yes, I would love to.
Yes.
I would love to.
Oh, I love Martin Sheen
so much.
Martin Sheen is amazing. Daniel Tennant, obviously. David Tennant is amazing. I fucking love David Tennant so much. I mean, he was great as the Doctor. Matt Smith is my favorite, but he's an amazing actor and I love him.
That's a fun book too.
Oh my gosh, I have to rewatch it.
Yes, Terry Pratchett, Neil Gaiman. I mean, like, how can you get any Michael Sheen, not Martin Sheen? That's President Bartlett. Martin Sheen. Damn it.
That's funny.
Michael Sheen. Thank you. See, Noman Garden is always here to keep
me
honest. Keeps me honest. And that's what I love about him.
We used to call Martin Sheen Martin Sheen.
Oh my God, that's the new name. Now, we need to just take an image of Martin Sheen as President Bartlett from The West Wing and put it on like the black smoke monster from Lost.
Yes.
And now that's now Martin Sheen.
That's beautiful.
The book was fantastic.
You see the genius happening here?
No, not when I'm talking. Not that's
no, it's like the combined genius.
Oh yeah. Well, between the three of us,
we Voltron up. Yeah,
I know. Like black smoke. Oh, Martin Sheen. Black smoke. What? Yeah. Everyone can see it. It's good stuff.
But we are gonna watch episode. We're gonna start episode 1 of Good Omens on July 10th. But another special announcement is that we will be joined by another co-host, another staff member over at Dragonmount. She has written articles for Dragonmount for some time. She worked on the newsletter for some time. She's written articles on tour too, I believe. And she's also an author under the pen name Bridget Foster Cassidy. And that is going to be Maureen Carr. Yay!
Oh, sweet. Yay.
Nice.
She looks fun.
We'll be on with some of these.
Oh my gosh!
Is that a hippopotamus she's holding?
Ryan, here's what it feels like. It feels like Tom. It feels like Tom brings like all his like college friends over, and all his roommates just fucking leave.
They're
like, all right, yeah, we got stuff to do.
Maureen knits, and she made the hat and her little friend there.
It seems pretty clear, and that's amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love her so much. She's such a good time.
Her and Maria would be friends.
Yay! There's Daniel over on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with us on YouTube. Yes,
like and subscribe, Daniel.
Yes, smash that button.
Do it.
And hit the bell. Don't forget to hit the bell. And share us with your friends and family.
You know, Daniel, it's rare people put their full name on here anymore, so
that's fair. Yeah. We're going to start that. We'll be ending it a week before or 2 weeks before the start of season 2 of Wheel of Time. So I'll be putting out who our guests are soonly. Speaking of which, Noman Garden, Maureen I was telling her about Twitch and how we started our Twitch account and R as in Dragon Mount. And if she wanted to, she could use it for stuff. And we suggested knitting. So she might actually start knitting on Twitch and talking about Wheel of Time and having guests and stuff on while she knits, and not really teaching people how to knit, but she will answer questions and give like tips and stuff. But it's mostly going to be she's knitting while being on Twitch and talking about Wheel of Time and knitting and stuff like that. So watch our socials for that. Tentatively named something along the lines of the Knit Witch or something like that. I called her that when we were talking about episode 1 next week, and she liked that. So
that's beautiful.
I love that. That's so creative. I love it.
Oh yay! Mr. Stovey knits too. That's
awesome.
Maureen weaves is Maureen Wills.
Nice.
Oh shit! A knitting circle. Oh my god! So that's fine. Crocheting is just another form of knitting. That's how this works now.
Can I just say the case I say looks like she's in like the death stage of a Hallmark movie with your lighting. We all got to say goodbye to Case and I.
Oh right, because the coming up from the side is like it looks like another world is coming from the side. No, it's perfect. Don't touch it. It's amazing. You look amazing. It's like amazing right now. Like an amazing little effect that you have going on there. Oh my god!
Just want to say, do you want to say goodbye?
Carol Ann, stay away from the light.
Look at that, amazing.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love all of you.
This has been a great fun. Thank you, Tom, so much for inviting
Feeling is mutual.
Come and hanging out with us and letting me join you guys on Way of the Leaf.
Well, not tomorrow. We are taking tomorrow off. Everyone go blow things up. Go thank Saint Aludra, the patron saint of
I'd love that too. That's
go channel yourselves into little firework people.
Do keep in mind though that setting off fireworks can be very triggering for veterans. So since and that dogs. And dogs and animals and our furry friends, I have 3 myself, one of which is definitely terrified. Lanfear herself is actually terrified of fireworks. She's not here right now. She's usually in her little cat treat. Oh, actually, I don't know if you could see her. I don't know if you could see her right now. She's
Lanfear in the flesh.
She's in that little hole right there.
She's okay. Nice.
She's in there. You probably can't see her right now though, because she's also black. The daughter of.
That's so fitting. Lanfear's in the black hole and hates fireworks.
So yes, keep that in mind. Don't blow them up until 2:00 in the morning. Stop at a normal time so that our veterans and our furry friends can get some sleep.
Yeah, be respectful, everyone.
Yes.
For real.
I love all of you, and watch our posts to see who our guests will be next week, and to get links. Make sure to hit the alert bell for our episode.
All right.
We'll
So subscribe to the Way of the Leaf YouTube channel and just subscribe to Dexter's.
Yes, let me post that. Before we leave, everyone hang out. Wait for the links.
Fledgling YouTube channel. We got to get her the Dragon Ball bump.
Yes, all of them. Let me post those links again.
I have a few shorts. What?
Oh my god, you're like the super famous.
I know, I do so much for the community of YouTube stuff.
A woman of many talents. And there's
I'll
those links
say.
Again. Make sure to go and give them a follow and check out Sunday. Right, Sunday is going to be our next Way of the Leaf episode.
Yes.
Tavern. I miss you guys.
Tavern Talk
with Jansen and Beth Doman.
You'll see me frantically chatting away.
Though I did love getting to finally see your face again on camera. It was fantastic.
Yay.
This has been really nice. Thank you so much.
Ooh.
Really, really, really great.
I bet you do, Mr. Stovey. I bet you do.
Hey,
I love Mr. Stovey too. That's my wife.
All right. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.